Hi there and welcome back aboard SV MINUET. A few people have asked me about this boat, so this video is all about life on board and the workings of sailing vessel MINUET. Well, here we are on board MINUET, and I think we'll start in the galley. Here's the galley, the kitchen. Oh, it's got enough light to see what's going on. Oh, we've got a nice little oven there, burners, two burners, a grill and a little oven. It all works really nicely. Over here we've got a fridge in the corner there. That works okay. It struggles in these temperatures. It's very hot today. It's 35 degrees outside. Sink, drainer, all very practical. Plenty of storage underneath, and I made that little rack to go in there. This is actually a bed, quarter berth, but I don't use it for that, of course. I used to sleep in there. Not only do I have the cooker, but I have here an electric induction plate, which is fantastic. How have I got an induction plate on board? Well, I'll go into that a little bit later on, but basically switch it on like that and it'll boil the kettle in no time at all. That's very good. I shall go into a bit more detail later on when I explain how the electrical system works. What else we got in this little corner? Now that pump there, that's a hydraulic pump to pump up the keel. Here's the keel. It's raised by cords. There's a hydraulic ram there. It's up at the moment. It's pulled. Also in the kitchen, of course, I've got a microwave that I put there and an ice maker, which is absolutely, you can take the radio off the top. Fantastic thing. The ice maker, you really need that down here. So that's the galley. Of course, this boat has a steering position inside, which is fantastic. There's one video of me driving the boat from the inside, I think, somewhere. But from here you can see outside. We're on the canal at the moment, so not a lot to see. Under all my hats is the Garmin GPS. And on here I usually put my tablet with my Navionics navigation stuff, but that's great. Steering, I have a helm at the back over there and the rudder, so you can steer from inside or from outside. We might as well have a look in the heads, which is the toilet. Here's the sink. There's no shower in here. I have thought about installing a shower. Some people do install a shower. It's an electric loo. An electric loo. There's a switch down there, and I usually press it with my toe, and that works a treat. We have a holding tank here, so switch it over, hold the water inside, and then so what I'll do is I'll do a quick flush in the holding tank and then put it back and rinse out, and then that'll last a month or so before I have to get the holding tank emptied. Okay, going from the kitchen, we'll come across to the salon. And the salon here, we've got a nice little sitting area. There we are. Plenty of seating. And this table can go up or down. I'll just demonstrate that. The camera on the side. There we are. There's the table now in its raised position, which gives you nice access to the salon area. You have to watch your head because it's a bit low. So there we are. Sit here in the salon area, as I do quite often. I want to watch the telly over there in the corner. Got the stereo there. And over here in the corner of here, some electrics and the ship's radio and electrical gubbins is there. And so there we are. When the table is lowered down, it creates a double bed, and this is where I make my bed. There's a couple of cushions that go on there, and I keep them here, that one and that one, along with my bedding, keeping this room, which is actually bunk beds in the forepeak. There's a bed. Excuse the mess. And anyway, there is a bed there I'll show you running along underneath there, and there's another bed, bunk bed here. And I put this rack on, put my clothes, keep my clothes on, and then that's general storage. That's not usually there because that's usually my bed. But there we are. There's my clothes rack in the first aid kit, and from there I go through into the back up into the galley, and the heads, and from there we'll go out to the cockpit. Now before we go outside, I'd like to tell you about the power system that I've got on board. The boat has two batteries, just like you'd have in a car and a caravan or a camper van or something like that. Two batteries, one to start the engine, which is that one there, and then a service battery, which is that one there. And you may have noticed an MPPT controller there. That's for the solar panel. Okay, I've got two sets of solar panels on board. Just pop that back there. Two sets of solar panels on board, one for the boat and another for a power pack. And the battery pack is an AC200 BLUETTI. It's got 240 outlets, it's got USB outlets and 12 volt outlets, and also wireless charging on top, which I actually don't use. But so the way I've got this working is the solar comes in here and keeps it charged up, and then I've taken a power point, I've plugged in a cable there, and I take that out into the cockpit to a power point here, there, and then from the power point I've got a very, very small extension cable coming to my shore power connection. So the battery box is actually giving me shore power. Okay, that's the idea. So that's about it. And all these are connected, of course, as well. So I can use those if I want to. So I'm quite pleased with that. It works quite well. You know, it's nice down here in the south of France. It's sunny almost every day, so you've got an endless supply. Now we did talk about the boat batteries as well. They're run from solar panel. That solar panel is this one up here, which is actually the solar panel, a BLUETTI solar panel, which I bought with the battery pack, and that's just on there. It's not fixed. I'll put that away eventually. So that's the solar panel for the house battery. Now then, oh, there's a boat coming. We are on the Canal du Midi, of course. And there's a boat going past. Someone going on their holidays down the Canal du Midi. So there's the solar panel. Now then, let's go on the roof. And I hope the roof is not too hot because I'm barefoot. We'll see, it might be. on the deck. Here we are. It's quite hot up here. It's about 35, 34, 35 today. I wouldn't be out here for very long without a hat on. But here's Minuet, and those are the solar panels. 2 VICTRON 300 watt panels, and they're giving me 400 at the moment. And so there we are. That is Minuet. Got the top box off the car there. Bit of extra storage. I of course wouldn't do that if I was sailing and all this junk and gubbins. And this lot, I had some flowers in here. I've taken them out now. There we are. Go back down into the cockpit. Well, there we are. That was a tour around the inside of the boat. Now perhaps I can show you what it looks like from the outside. Here we are. Moored up on the canal by a fig tree. There she is, in all her glory. Minuet. Won't look like that when it go to sea next. Well, there we are. That is sailing vessel Minuet, which is of course a sailing vessel, and you can see that by the winch here and the blocks. All cords would come back from the mast, which is not there at the moment. No sails, no mast. Winches here as well, which come in quite handy in locks actually on the canal. So I use them quite often to hold myself up close in a lock. So there we are, a quick tour around Minuet. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll put longer versions on Patreon and the Ko-fi page. And thanks to those who did buy me a coffee on Ko-fi. It's very much appreciated. Thank you. Take care. See you in the next one. Bye bye.